Hello friends, welcome you all in the video file naming conventions and file system commands in the Linux. In this video basically we are going to discuss regarding how to create a file and how to open and how to use the file in Linux operating system. In our last videos we have discussed regarding files. First we have started with the files from the basic discussion what is file and how to create a file in C language. Then we have seen the file system architecture in Linux operating system and file naming conventions, what are the rules and conventions, what are the directions used in the for creating and naming the file. So that we have discussed in our last videos in detail. So with continuation with that particular discussion, today we will discuss regarding the commands used for the files and what are different types of the methods which are used for creating and using the files. So first of all, as we know that we have already discussed it, that file represent a sequence of bytes on the disk where a group of related data is stored. Means file is nothing but a sequence of bytes on the disk. Here we are referring the disk nothing but it is a hard disk where group of related data is stored. Data is stored in that particular location or hard disk. File is created for permanent storage of data. It is ready-made structure. We also seen that by taking the example of a program that when we are using the variable, whatever value we are going to store in that particular variable, that will be retained until that program is active. As soon as the program terminates, whatever the values we have stored in the variable, they will be erased. So the solution for that particular situation to store the value permanently is file. And we also seen that when we are going to use certain programs where it requires large amount of input, so we can use the files for inputting the values by using these files. And similarly we can use the files in the database management system also. Now here we have seen that if you are using a C language, so to open a file we are using a file pointer. File is a keyword and FP is the name of that pointer. So you can give any name to that particular pointer. So here we are using the file pointer for storing that particular values in the file. So in this video we are going to discuss in detail about file management in Linux. All data in Linux is organized into files. All files are organized into directories. These directories are organized into a tree-like structure called as file system. So basically Linux system operates on the file system. Whatever data in the Linux is organized, it is organized in the files, in the form of files. And that particular files are organized into directories. They are kept in the directories, and these directories are organized into a tree-like structure called as file system. When you work with the Linux, one way or another, you spend most of your time working with the files. This tutorial will help you to understand how to create and remove the files, copy and rename them, create the link to them. And already we have discussed that in Linux there are three basic types of file. One is ordinary file, second is directory file, and third one is special file. Ordinary files, and ordinary file is the file on the system that contain data, text or program instructions. We will work with that ordinary files. Now directory files are store both files, special and ordinary files. For user familiar with the Windows or Mac OS, Linux directories are equivalent to the folders. And special subfiles. Some special files provide access to hardware such as hard drives, CD-ROM drives, modems, and Ethernet adapters. Other special files are similar to the aliases or shortcuts to be enabled to you to access single file using different names. So here we have discussed that there are three basic types of file: ordinary file, directory file, and special files. So in this way the files are organized. Everything in the Linux is file, and these files are organized into directories, and these directories are organized into a tree-like structure called as file system. So this is the part which is introductory part related to files. Now we are going to discuss regarding the commands which are used with the files. So whenever we create a file, that file will be created and stored on the hard drive. To see that file or to use that file, first of all we must know what are different files are available. So the command for that particular finding that particular information is the command called as ls command. So this is the dollar prompt, and with that dollar prompt you type this ls, and as soon as you type that ls command and press enter, so this command will show whatever files and directories are available. So this is the output of this ls command, and these are showing the files and all that related information with respect to that particular files and that particular information related to that particular directory. Now if you want to see in detail regarding that ls command, so it is having many options. If you are using the ls command with -i options, then you will get more detailed information about the files, like this ls -l. So it will show how many total files are there. So these files, so this is one file. This particular part is showing the information of permissions related to that file: permission of owner, permission of group, permission of that particular that particular user, and then it is showing all this, on which date it is created, who is the owner of that particular file, and all these informations are related to this. When we see the file access permission, in that part we will discuss in detail regarding this, whatever parts are there. So timing, you have to remember that this part is nothing but file access permissions, and these are the information related to that file. So similarly here is one file, that jpg file is there, and it is showing some information related to that files. So like this, ls command will show in detail regarding all the files that are present on that particular system, with all detailed information related to file access permissions: who is the creator, who is the owner, and what are the permissions for that particular creator, owner, and group for that particular file, and who has created that file, on what date it is created, and what is the size of that file, and what is the type of that file. It will show in detail all the related informations related to that file by using this ls command. So this is the recording. So in detail we'll see here that the first column represents the file type, the permissions given to the file as we have discussed. Second column represents the number of memory blocks taken by the file, how many size of that, how many blocks are taken. Third column represents the owner, who is the owner, who has created that file, who is the owner of that file. And fourth column represents the group owner, group owner. And fifth column represents the size of the file, so it is the size of the file in kilobytes. And sixth column represents date on which it is created and time on which it is created, and in directory, in which particular directory it is present, so it is showing all that particular information. So in this ls listing of example, files a, d, and r characters indicate the type of the file, whether it is a directory file, whether it is an ordinary file, whether it is a like this directory file, and all that informations are given. So this is in this way the particular informations are given in the file. If this particular prefixes are there, underscore sign, so regular file or ASCII file. If b is prefixed, then it is a block file. C, character file. D, directory file, like this. Here directory files are there, so this indicates this D, particular D indicates it is directory file. This underscore indicates that it is a regular file or text file or ASCII file. I symbolic link, P named pipe, and S socket used for inter-process communication. So these are some information related to that file. Now we are going towards how to create a file. We have discussed regarding the files and listing of the files, and now we are going towards how to create the file in the Linux. So there is a command called as cat command. It is mainly used to read and concatenate the file, but it can also be used for creating a new file. To create a new file, run the cat command followed by the redirection operator greater than symbol and name of the file, and after pressing that particular file will be created. You have to type whatever information you want to enter in that file, and then you have to press enter, and then at the last you have to press Ctrl D to save that file. So first step is that you have to type on dollar prompt, you type cat, then greater than symbol, then name of the file, and then press enter. It will open the file, and you have to type whatever information you want to save in that file, and then you have to press Ctrl D to save the content of the file. As soon as the file will be created, and as soon as you press Ctrl D, the command or cursor will be back to the command prompt. That file is created. Now if you want to see that content of that file, then again you have to use the cat command in this way, dollar prompt cat and file name, and press enter. So you can see the content of that file by using this command. So the cat command mostly popular and easy way to display the file content. It simply print the file content to the terminal. It provides many options to make more specific, to go in depth with the you can particularly list the. So here you have to remember that to create a file you have to use the command cat, then file name, extension, and then you have to press enter, type the content in the file, and press Ctrl D to save the content of the file. Then you have to open that file by using the command cat and file name, and it will display the content of the file. So in this way you can create a file by using this cat command. In our next video we will discuss regarding other options of the files. So timing, you have to remember that for creating a file the cat command is used. Thank you.